Yo, 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 what is going on, COD Familia? It is your boy BN, aka Mr. Kingdom Builder, and today we are here to answer the age-old question, which is to get some information, some data from the free-to-play fam, those that have not spent a single penny and still have their Lilia banners up in the top right of their characters. So, this for me is something, you guys know I love doing questionnaires, I love doing polls, and I'm hoping this is going to be a good one. So, if you are a free-to-play, you haven't spent a cent, you got that Lilia banner, or you know someone that does, please let them know about this because I would love for you to take some time to fill this questionnaire out. And then we'll do another reaction video where we show the overview and the stats. Nothing personal. Again, these are anonymous. And any personal information that I ask for is only for me to have in case maybe I need to reach out or contact someone for some additional questions or follow-up. Now, this kind of stemmed because we were having a conversation on the CoD VC, you might remember a couple days ago, where part of the conversation was about free-to-play. And Sithis here from TFS had posted this meme here where, you have some people that were responding and giving their takes on free-to-play and how much power they were able to attain over a period of time. And then, again, you can see this is kind of just in the big version where we blew it up, right, to see some of those responses. And so I thought, hey, this would be a great opportunity for us just to really get down to it and ask the necessary questions. So, this free-to-play questionnaire is going to be in the description. Pin comment down below. Please pass this around. I'm going to let it run for a couple days, maybe a week max. I'm going to post this on my Discord as well. And I would love to hear your thoughts. So I'm going to go through the questions pretty quick and just give you some either additional or detailed follow-up context. So that way you'll have a better idea as far as how to answer, right, for something that just may not necessarily be as straightforward, even though I did my best to try and word them that way. So, as I mentioned, I do ask for your in-game name and your Discord name, and again, I'm not going to show that off when we show the results off. That's just for me personally, right, as I said, in case I need to reach out or contact for additional follow-up. We have what power range do you fall in, right, so that's just, again, where's your current power, where do you fall in, and then select the choice. How long have you played COD for? We have for that one. For alliances you have played in, what is the average spending level that you notice for the season when it comes to gold chests? And again, you can ballpark this if you have an idea. If you don't know, you can hit unsure and then move on. What was or is an estimate for your power at 3 months? And this basically just means, are you at 3 months? Are you past 3 months? Or are you coming up to 3 months, right? And then what is your power? What do you think it'll be? Or what was your power, if you remember? And again, right, you can ballpark this if you'd like. This one also is not a mandatory question. Right? Remember, only the ones that have stars on them here are mandatory. So I checked that off on purpose in case some people just maybe didn't know. Same thing, similar question, but we asked what is it for 6 months and then what is it for 12 months? Next one we have, if you were in an alliance that never bought any chests or spent any money, so essentially a pure free-to-play alliance, what would you estimate your power at 6 months? And then same thing for 12 months. And I thought this was a nice question to ask because for those of you that are free-to-play, you probably have somewhat of a decent-ish idea on what that would be for you if you never had any chests. And again, this is not a mandatory question, so you don't have to answer it if you don't want to. But for those of you that maybe are pretty particular about your account development, it would be nice to hear from those of you that feel like you have a good answer for that one. Next is, how long did it take or do you estimate it will take to hit T5 at your current rate of play? Next, we have, how hard is it for free-to-play to get into a or the top alliance in your kingdom? I thought this would be interesting to ask because it was something that had came up in a conversation piece in the CoD VC a little while ago. What has been your troop focus as a free-to-play? I thought this was nice because we could hear from free-to-play on maybe is there a particular troop that you're focusing on one over another? If it's a single focus, meaning you're training more of that troop, even if you're training all the troops, are you training more of that when you do things like bulk training or additional training for events or even for war? And then we get to, if focusing on one or a few troops, why is it important to do that compared to focusing on all as a free-to-play? So do you have a reasoning on why it is that you're focusing on one troop or a few troops? What heroes and pairings have you been focusing on as a free-to-play? I thought this would be nice to hear from those, right? So you could always type in, something as an example. It could be, like something like this, Waldir, Alwyn. Right, something like that. If you wanna post that, you can do Shift Enter, and then it'll do a line break, and then maybe you do Nika Garwood, right? Something like that is how you might answer that question. What artifacts do you focus on as a free-to-play? This took me a long time to enter all these, so damn well I'm going to let you know about it. These are checkboxes. You can select 5. I do ask for 5, so not any more or any less, but I'd like for you to select 5 of these. And I only added in the legendaries and the epics, and they are in alphabetical order. Then we get to where do you want your account to be before you fight in the open field, and this is more of an assumption of whether it's comfortability for you to actually be confident in going out and comfortable in fighting in the open field, or even for your KVKs, right? Starting from Season 2 and beyond, where you might be fighting against more T4, T5s, or even just anyone, right? What to you personally is your comfortability level that you would want to have happen? And again, if none of these are in your wheelhouse, and I kind of went from like low up to high, you can write in your own, right? If you have your own answer for that. And then, what do you spend gems on, and is there a priority order you recommend as a free-to-play? Next question, what is important to do every day and or advice you have for free-to-play players, right? So do you have a routine that you do, and you think that routine is incredibly beneficial to your account's growth and development? Let us know. What are things you love about being a free-to-play? What are the biggest obstacles or challenges as a free-to-play? And then lastly, is there anything that you would like to see changed, added, or removed in the game for free-to-play? And that pretty much sums it up. Again, I know there's a lot of questions here, but I really believe that all of the questions that I asked here, if not, I would argue the majority of them, are really going to allow for us to see a diverse reaction and diverse answers to, or I should say diverse data, right? To really give us a fuller scope. And so again, my hope and expectation is that just as many people see this and hopefully take time to fill it out as possible. And again, I will be making this public with the exclusion of the personal information. As I said in the beginning, that's just going to be for me, potentially just for contact purposes. I hope you enjoy these. I love doing these data sets and questionnaires. And I know that every time I do these, there's always a decent amount of you that fill them out. So I just want to say thank you so much for those of you that do take the time to do it. And like I said, I'll let this run a couple days, maybe up to no longer than a week. And then I'll go ahead and put out the reaction video. Also, the very last thing is that if you'd like to see me do this maybe again in the future going forward, and you have other questions or changes to questions, additions, removals that you think would work better in a version 2, let me know in the comments down below as well. That's going to do it for me. As always, until next time, I'll catch y'all later.